welcome to today's live broadcast brought to you by Airports Live TV in conjunction with WTFIPTV.com, the home for all of your TV needs. All your live channels, all your live sports, huge movie selection, your video on demand, and of course all of your pay-per-view events. Use code WTF30 at checkout and you will receive a 12-month premium subscription for just €49. We're live from the North Runway here at Dublin International Airport today. Hope you're all having a fantastic Wednesday afternoon. We're with you for the next hour and a half or so. How are we doing? Rory, how's Carl? How's Derbs? How's little man? Here we go, first flight of the live. How are we doing, Dylan? What a difference a day makes. It is cold out here today. Started yesterday's stream just wearing a t-shirt and a thin jumper. I'm wrapped up today. 2 t-shirts, hoodie, big coat. It's cold. He's still sick, woke up worse today, so I brought him to the docks on steroids for the next few days. Oh, no way. Hopefully you feel better soon, Captain Shane. Glad you're well, Rory. Don't forget to check out airportslivetv.com. We do have our guides on there, giving you some inspiration for your 2023 holidays. Yesterday's instalment was a couple's guide to a Tuscan adventure. Beautiful region of Italy. Do go and check it out. Also, while you're there, if you are looking for any hotels, do use the banners on the website, please, and help support us as a business. We're partnered with Booking.com, the biggest and best booking platform on the planet, and we've also partnered up with Discover Cars. All of your car hire needs globally. Sky, trying to get it to have a nap to rest, not happening. It goes back unfortunately about half a day today, so good. Yes, I'm all good. Thank you, Dylan. Shane, have a nap, but not until the end of Airports Live TV's broadcast, obviously. Somebody just let me know what the sound's like. It is a little bit blustery here today. Can go headphones if you want. Next departure, FR 5123. This Ryanair operated Boeing 737 MAX heading over to Lanzarote. Those lucky devils. The name change had a full rebrand, Rory. A full rebrand. With us moving over to YouTube and Twitch, Rory, felt we needed a more specific name. We're going big this year. New equipment. I had an update today. It should be with us by the 28th of February at the very latest. So then we are going full HD and 4K quality. Looking forward to that. Once again, if you are watching this live for the first time or watching us on a replay on YouTube, please accept our apologies for how low our quality is. We should be higher quality than we are right now over on YouTube, but it will get there. How we doing, grumpy old day? Have you on YouTube, on the TV, using Twitch for the chat, getting double views with Debs and Shane? I read all yesterday and seen the US Vice President's plane took off from Shannon. It's now 4:45, really. FR 5123 just holding at the end of the North Runway. This has been happening the last couple of days. So quite a lot of holds at the end of the runway. I was actually watching a series last night on, I was watching it through WTFIPTV.com, but it's a series now. I believe it's probably a couple of years old now, but it's about Heathrow, and it's about the transition period from just as COVID restrictions were lifted moving forward. Quite an interesting watch. Jeremy Spake, I think it is. He found fame on Heathrow Princess Airport. Well, I think it was actually an airline or airport as well. But anyway, found fame a good few years ago, probably 15, 20 years ago. He has now gone in as the host of his show. He's helping out a lot. It's just an interesting watch. Seen a nice Brussels Airlines land in Lanzarote yesterday evening. Here we go, FR 5123 beginning its departure along this North Runway here at Dublin, the newest runway at Dublin International Airport, and heading over on its journey, probably around 3 hours 45 minutes today, over to Lanzarote. This Boeing 737 MAX aircraft. Now on its ascent, roughly 600 or 700 feet, it will begin a sharp right-hand bank. How are we doing, Paradiso? Should be beginning that right-hand bank any second now. And there she goes. From the end of the month, I cannot wait to be able to have the full zoom on that shot. I think it's going to make a great shot. Should never actually do you know something, Dylan? I've never noticed either. We'll check it out on the next MAX. Something else I noticed when I was watching that, I don't know what it is it a documentary, is it a reality series, is it a docu-reality? I don't know what it is. But when I was watching it last night from Heathrow, obviously it's a long time since I was last in the UK, probably 10 years or so at least since I was last in the UK. We don't see Virgin Atlantic in Dublin, we don't see them in Spain. But I forgot how nice the Virgin Atlantic uniforms are. I think they're probably one of the best uniforms in the industry. They look classy, modern, and fun at the same time. I like that uniform. Again, it's quiet here at Dublin. Seems to be the norm these days. Not sure if we've got any stat geeks in. It would be interesting to see if flight numbers are the same this year as they were last year. In particular, Ryanair flight numbers for this year, for 2023 compared to 2022 out of Dublin. They've obviously added additional routes this season, or this year, out of Belfast. And we've spoken about this a few times over the last couple of weeks, that Dublin does seem a little bit quieter with flights this year. I'm wondering whether they've possibly reduced a few of their routes and moved them to Belfast, or whether it's just that we're noticing it a little bit more now. So if there is anybody who's got no information or wants to search it, I'd be interested to know. Possibly look at comparing whatever new routes have gone on to Belfast, see if the comparable route from Dublin is the same as last year. Do have the cows with us again today, but they are at the opposite end of the field. Remains to be seen whether they mooch down to get a close-up look at Airports Live TV. The old tower just coming into shot there. Some comparison there of just how much taller that new tower is. They are not that far apart. They're probably 300-400 metres apart. But the size difference is huge. Panning round, taking in the mountains in the distance. Can just about see the tops of them today. That cloud cover is a little bit higher. Good afternoon to Liz. How's Liz? Are you at work today, Liz? How's the patients? The cows support is quite moving. Deb's trying to be the comedian on this channel. There's only one comedian here at Airports Live TV. Pancakes did everyone have yesterday? I had 0. I didn't have any either. To be honest, I completely forgot that it was pancake day. I actually remember one pancake day. Remember back in the day when like the fashionable thing to have in your kitchen was lino. I'm probably going back 30 years maybe. There's just a new lino. A Lego woman was trying to reach the hob making pancakes because, you know, like she can't really reach worktops. She wouldn't let any of us toss the pancakes because it was dangerous. So she tossed the pancakes and the handle came off. Pan straight on the lino. Put a nice big burnt ring onto the lino. She blamed the pan. I think it was just because she couldn't reach the worktop. Bless Lego woman. Expect the rustle of van anytime now. Keep them cows moving. I think I had about 5 pancakes yesterday. It was everybody giving up for Lent. I don't give up anything for Lent. I'm not religious. Although, I was thinking about setting a religion up, airports are live religion, because I think I might need a new roof soon. And it seems to be every time I go to a church for a communion, a confirmation, a funeral, a wedding, every time I walk in a church, they always walk around with a collection plate, or now they even walk around with a chip and pin machine. They walk around with a collection for a new roof. Well, I've got a question. How is the person responsible for the maintenance of churches globally still got a job? Because they have a new roof every year apparently, but they're using the wrong roofers if the roof is going every year. Do not understand that collection plate always being for a new roof. Why not just say it's to cover costs for the priest or the vicar? I know, 30 years ago I was just born. I've just realised, what date is it? I've just realised it's Lego Woman's birthday tomorrow. I'm trying to think how old Lego Woman will be tomorrow. 81. I think she'll be 81 or 82 tomorrow, Lego Woman. Collection is for their pockets. Well, I'm beginning to wonder list. Alan, did you pull much when making your pancakes? She didn't spend that long making pancakes. She used to, and then, like I said, she got lazy. She stopped baking for us. She stopped the rice pudding. She stopped the pancakes. I hope she likes the present that I've got her this year. I've got a photo or a poster from the old TV show Bad Girls. It's a photo of a body bag. I've had a personal message put on it. Kept it short and sweet. To body bag. Love from body bag. When did you get lazy when you was old enough to cook for yourself? I've always cooked for myself. I'm actually a really good cook. I've always said, when people say, well, if I wasn't a plumber, I would have been. I've always said, if life hadn't turned out the way it has for me, if I wasn't going to be a legend, I would have been a chef. But it turns out I was a legend. So unfortunately, I didn't become a chef. It is so cold here today. It changed from yesterday, yeah. Like, they forecast this cold spell to come yesterday, and I thought, oh, they've got this completely wrong, what they're talking about. But it could be right, we could have this proper cold snap on its way because the temperature change from yesterday is dramatic. Should build a little shed to sit in, I know. Won't be needed soon, Liz. We'll be back in the warm climates of Spain. Looking forward to that. It's getting cold here in England too. Interestingly, sometimes people have described my mum like that. Oh no, sorry, you said grey and cold. Sorry, I read it wrong. I thought you said grey and old. I like my little evil laugh from time to time. So we got happening. Got FR562 just come on radar, heading over to Manchester. That's the only one on radar at the moment for departures. Not as cold as here, minus 28 this morning and 30 centimetres of snow. Wow. You're set up for the cold weather over there. How are we doing, Kieran? I pity your mum. I say she's living their life with peace and quiet. It's always a bit quiet. She's going a bit mutton, isn't she? So I guess it's always a little bit quiet for her with her going mutton. I should think having you might have aged your mum by 30 years more than she really is. Nah, she's definitely not like 110, 112. She doesn't look 110. Nah. Looks at. I'll be honest, she doesn't look her age. Like, I honestly can't remember how old she is. I think she's 81 or 82 this year. She doesn't look a day over like 75, 76. Although, that being said, as you all know, I did have to go and get glasses. So maybe it's that she does look her age, but when I'm looking down that far to see her, my eyes just aren't focused in, because she is very short. The old cows were having a little bit of a play there as well, did you see them? Headbutting each other. I was talking to somebody last night who, they're a friend of mine, and they messaged me saying that they had found amazing deal on business class flights from Dublin to Dubai. So that piqued my interest. One, because I thought, look, we can make a video about this, share it with the community. And then also because I thought, well, you know what, we could head over there. They got business class flights from Dublin to Dubai for €1,800. It's not bad at all. Return. Big up Creative Avenue. That's good for business class flights from Dublin to Dubai. Then I looked into it a little bit more. They're not with Emirates. So that piqued my interest a little bit more, because I'm thinking, well, what other business class flights are there out of Dublin to Dubai? No. They're with Turkish Airlines. Now, Turkish Airlines are a great airline, but these business class flights are from Dublin to Istanbul and then Istanbul to Dubai. So I did a little bit more digging. Obviously, we know the usual aircraft for the Dublin to Istanbul flight is either the A330 or an A321neo. So I did a little bit of research to see what aircraft they use frequently from Istanbul to Dubai, and again, it's usually the 330 or the 321neo. So I had a look at the business class on board those aircraft operated by Turkish Airlines. He's not going to be getting what he thinks he's getting. They are basically premium economy seats. I haven't had it to break it to him yet. Bargain if you're hungry, yeah. The thing is, I've always said this to people, if it's your first time going to Dubai, and you can fly with Emirates, I always think it's worth, for that first trip, or if it's going to be your only trip maybe, to Dubai, I always think delay your trip by 3 or 4 years, 5 years, and save that extra and have the experience of flying business with Emirates over to Dubai. It's a long enough flight to actually enjoy the experience. 7.5 hours. Business class from Dublin is anywhere between 3,000 and 4,000 euros. I would just save for the extra few years, I think. If I was going to do it frequently, obviously you wouldn't do it, but when you do your Spanish lives, I'm going to pay for her to turn up and join in a live stream. So Mrs. Jones, get in touch and you can sort him out big style. Power to the mums. She certainly won't be coming to a theme park with us, will she? Because she won't be able to get on any of the rides. I think she's even too short for the teacups. Apparently it's sometimes cheaper to upgrade to business in the airport when checking in. Yeah, you can usually get cheaper upgrades. You don't have to do it at the airport, you can do it on your online check-in. But there are some key things to bear in mind with that. You don't get the privileges of business class. If you upgrade at check-in, whether it be in the airport or at online check-in, you don't get the privileges of Emirates business class. You get the seat, but you don't get the chauffeur from, if you're travelling first class, you can upgrade to first as well, but you don't get the chauffeur collecting you and taking you to the airport. You don't get access to the business class lounge. So again, it swings and roundabouts really, because if you're a relatively frequent flyer over to Dubai or on Emirates Business or First, and it's just about the seat and being comfortable on the long-haul flights, definitely is worth doing. Upgrading at check-in stage. But if it's going to be a one-off special treat for you, your partner, whatever, travelling business class on the first is as much about the entire experience as it is the flight itself. I think it's amazing some of the videos that go viral regarding the airline industry. Like, there's a few videos have gone viral with the hack to getting a free upgrade when you board a flight. Now let's bear in mind that most flights are full or close to being full on long-haul routes. So the chances of an upgrade are slim anyway. But people saying, take a box of chocolates for the cabin crew, and you're almost guaranteed to get a free upgrade to business or first. And these videos are going viral. Don't understand how people are falling for it. Another thing, travelling business or first on any flight under 6.5, 7 hours, in my opinion, is just absolutely pointless. You're not getting the benefits that you're paying for. You're paying through the nose for a slightly upgraded seat, but you're going to be in for like 3-4 hours. I know people who used to travel from London to Mallorca by British Airways in first class. First class in big inverted commas. There was nothing first class about it. There is the Turkish Airlines coming in from Istanbul. I don't want to meet on Sunday. I was just thinking earlier at the airport on Saturdays. Safe trip down. Yeah, it probably will be Sunday for the Fire Stick. I'm looking at a get funding page. Engage UK might help. So mean to her. There we go. EI 586 there, just taxiing around towards the end of the North Runway. This Aer Lingus operated Airbus A320 with the old livery heading over to Malaga. I'm actually undecided when I head back over to Spain whether I'm going to fly or whether I'm going to drive over. I don't know what to do. See, the benefits are if I drive over, I've got a car when I first arrive. Saves hiring one whilst I sort out buying one, because buying a car in Spain isn't as simple as buying them in the Ukraine island. You have to do so many checks on them because You can have embargoes on them and stuff, and it's just mental. So it'd mean renting a car for the first probably month. Just thinking, why not take the old girl over with me? If I do that, I'll be getting the ferry from Rosslare direct to Spain, then driving down through Spain. I'm not driving all the way through France. About 28 hours, I think, on the ferry through Rosslare. To be in your car. Yeah, I was trying to work it out. I think in reality, with all the equipment, I'm probably going to need three suitcases, like big suitcases, and then possibly take my hand luggage and obviously my equipment rucksack, just so that I've got things accessible throughout the airport. I don't know. I took the ferry from the UK over to Bilbao and then Santander to Ibiza a few years ago when I took stuff over for the bar, and I actually quite enjoyed it. It was 23 and a half hour crossing, the first one. Let's just get this flight, EI 586, heading over to Malaga, this Airbus A320. Yeah, and I actually quite enjoyed the journey over. Now, I did it in mid-February, so it's quite a rough crossing, but I still enjoyed it. However, that was with P&O. And P&O on that route, I don't know if it's on all of their Spanish routes or just that route, but the ship actually had a nice bar, nice restaurant, it had live entertainment, it had singers on throughout the trip. I don't believe you get that with Brittany Ferries. And they have the restaurant and the bar, but I don't think there's entertainment or anything on board. So that does put me off a little bit. It must be feed time because the cows are on the move. Here we go, FR5211, Dublin to Prague, operated by Ryanair. This Boeing 737 MAX. Let's have a look. Has it got the extra emergency exit like Dylan was asking earlier? I never noticed, never paid attention. As indeed. So we don't need this talk, I'm protesting, you're going nowhere. I need to get back to some sun. It does indeed have the extra door. Next up, we have another Airbus A320, this time operated by Vueling. It's a VY8721, heading over to Barcelona. I think you can only keep a UK registered car on UK place for a few months. Don't know about Irish. Yeah, it's 3 months you can keep them on. You can keep them over there. But there is a little loophole. It's actually 3 months from the first date that it comes to the attention of the traffic department of the Guardia Civil. Although that being said, to be honest, I wouldn't, after the journey over there, if I took this one, after the journey over there, and I don't think I'd be keeping it much longer than 3 months anyway. I'm literally just thinking, for what that car owes me, it doesn't owe me a lot. I'm thinking, if I got 2 months out of it, if I got the journey there and 2 months out of it, whilst I find a car I want over there, it would pay for itself, even if I then just scrapped it, because it saves me 2 months worth of car hire, doesn't it? If you want, I can ask my great uncle how he got his car when he moved to Lanzarote. It should only be the same as well as in Spain. Yeah, like, the thing is, when you buy a car in Spain, fines don't go to the driver, they go to the vehicle, and they stay on the vehicle. And also, if that vehicle hasn't had the tax paid, the penalties for not paying the tax on the vehicle, they stay with the car, and they increase significantly over a couple of years of not paying the tax. So the best way is to use the Hesteria, so they can just do the checks for you. But it just takes time to get it all done. Here we go, EI3226, heading over to Glasgow, this ATR 72-600 series aircraft. Big up Robert, how we doing, bro? Hope you're having a great week. Shane said, big up man, he's smothering, bless him. He's just chilling out, snuggled up beside me watching. Big up Captain Shane, I hope you feel better soon. Same in Bulgaria with houses all debt attached to the house, not the owner. Yeah, creative. It's a minefield. Like, you can do it all yourself. You don't actually need to use a Hesteria in Spain, but it's not a straightforward process. And Habu, we're at Dublin International in Ireland. Origanti, welcome. Yeah, it's just a bit of a minefield, and to me, the cost of getting a Hesteria to do it is probably better if you already have a Hesteria. I'd say it's probably going to be 150, 200 euros max. And to have that peace of mind, it just makes more sense to me. You're welcome, Habu. Whereabouts are you joining us from, Habu? Where's Origanti joining us from? And apologies if I am pronouncing your names wrong. Let me just adjust this head a little bit. New York, I'm from Doncaster originally. I've been in the UK for about 10, 11 years or so, but I'm from Doncaster originally. Then used to live in East Yorkshire, West Yorkshire. Maybe the car hire firm will give you a special rate if you're endorsing their product. Yeah, possibly. Discover Cars are a broker. They find you the best possible rate across the industry. More family suggestions on the forum, please. Lovely. Don't be a couple of suggestions, makes me sick. is the next instalment of the family suggestions going on later today. My dad's name is Josh. I lived in Hornsey for a while, Habu. Not too far away from Bridlington, the next main town down from Bridlington. Whilst we're speaking about suggestions, do make sure you check out airportslivetv.com for some inspiration for your 2023 holidays, whether you're looking for a romantic break with your partner, a family holiday, we've got you covered. Originally from Manchester. I think it's quite sad what's been happening in Manchester. I know it's a touchy subject, but Manchester has always been, there's always been this nostalgia around Manchester with Cheetham Hill. Everybody knew Cheetham Hill. It was like, for those of you who don't know what Cheetham Hill is or was, it used to be, imagine Turkey. Every shop was with like high quality fake copies of designer goods. That's what Cheetham Hill used to be. It got massively in this year. It is just a ghost town now. All moved online. This loop post is already sold. Interesting to see what else. Yeah, Ferrari World. I'm enjoying it. How are we doing, Paul Wilkins? Is the sound bad? One second. Is the sound a bit better now, guys? Do I know the wind? Sounds better now. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. Currently got wind speeds of around 13 knots or so here at Dublin, with gusts of around 19-20 knots. Chicago flight on taxi. Looking forward to that one. One of the bigger aircraft that we get here at Dublin. Didn't want to say anything. You should tell me when the sound's bad. Here we go. FR 9428. This Boeing 737 operated by Ryanair, heading over to Milan from the North Runway here at Dublin Airport. Port Salut sounded good. I can remember when it was First launched as a resort, but it sounds like there's loads to do now. Yes, Salou is one of the resorts in Spain that has gone through a full circle. It was initially launched as a purpose man-built family resort. It then took a turn and switched focus, whether intentionally or unintentionally, to become more of a summer sun party destination for the 1830s holidays, and it has now gone back full circle and really is pushing itself as a family resort. The sound's much better. It was really... Why didn't anybody tell me that the sound was bad? Thank you, Habu, for letting me know about the sound. Greatly appreciated. Here we go, EI3402, this ATR 72600 series aircraft operated by Aer Lingus Regional, heading on that short flight to Donegal. They don't want you giving out, yeah, but I need to know when the sound's bad, because you have to remember, these lives go up as replays as well. If anybody is waiting for a parcel with on post, please bear with them, they're just having a little break. EI125, this Airbus A330 operated by Aer Lingus, just beginning its taxi now, heading to the North Runway to begin that journey over to Chicago. It is the nicer of the liveries. It's the newest livery on the Aer Lingus fleet, the 2019 livery, the white with that nice green tail. How long are you on for? We're probably going to do another half an hour at least. 26th of March, mark it in your calendar. Captain Shane landing in Dublin from Lanzarote. I'm hoping we're still here. You never know. Spain, I'm aiming for mid-April, but that could change. I could be gone a lot sooner. Kamikaze driving again, it is indeed. How are we doing, Paul Lusher? Welcome. There is EI125, the Airbus A330. Yeah, I'm good, thank you, Paul. We're getting the boot. Hey off, it's my mate Habu. So Habu is one of Paul Usher's mates. Spreading the word for us as always. Haircut and shave day for me on Friday. Looking forward to that. I look a little bit homeless at the minute. Yeah, he's getting the new version of the hoodie. Where's your mum booked tickets to Dublin at the end of March? She knows where you park. I bet we can mention other streams here. Yeah, exactly, Paul. Listen, as much as this is a business, we're all here for the same thing. And my whole ethos behind this community is giving people a safe place to be able to enjoy aviation, to watch some live action, and be able to chat with other enthusiasts, whether you be full on aviation enthusiast, maybe you're looking forward to your holiday and you're getting in that holiday mood by watching the planes. Maybe you're a nervous flyer and you're watching takeoffs and landings so that you understand that air travel is one of the safest methods of transport on the planet. And I don't understand why other creators have such an issue with people mentioning other streams. At the end of the day, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook Live, Twitch is only the same as Sky TV. There are multiple channels and people want to be able to talk about those other channels. And why not help other communities to get viewers? I don't understand it, but I know it happens in a lot of streams where people get blocked just because they mention another channel. Not here. Now, don't get me wrong, if people do come in the live and say, oh, come, right, leave the live now and go and watch so-and-so, then yeah, that's probably going to annoy me. EI125, this A330 heading over to Chicago, operated by Aer Lingus. Yeah, it will annoy me if people come in and say, right, leave the live now and go and watch so-and-so. But if people come in and say, oh, look, I was watching a great live from, I don't know, from Delhi or from Dubai or from Atlanta, you should check it out when you finish watching this live, and I've got no issue with that. How we doing, Webbo? Tell you, I had to laugh at the other day, Barbara. She's on nearly every report stream going. Good actually, as long as people are respectful. Right, well, me and Shane shall catch us tomorrow, medication time, and make dinner. Have a great evening, Debs. Captain Shane, we hope you feel a little bit better soon, little man. next up we have FR5381, the Ryanair operator Boeing 737, heading over to Amsterdam. Habu's currently listening to the typhoons over the North Sea. How are we doing, Ali? Hope you're well. Starting to get a little bit busy here now on departures. It's also getting a lot colder. It's getting, even in the last hour that I've been live, this temperature has dropped significantly. The wind is picking up a bit as well, which isn't helping. John later, Adam. What do you mean, Kieran? And John later. I'm not sure what you mean. How are we doing, Helen? I'm all good, thank you. So my external aerial can even pick up stuff. Talking to Dublin, but only as far as the Isle of Man. That's New York. No way, Habu. You come back on later. No, this will be the only live today, Kieran. I am trying to stick to one live per day at the moment, just while the quality is so under par while we're waiting for the new cameras. I'm trying to stick to one live per day, and then we'll ramp it back up when the new equipment arrives in a week or so's time. I'm actually hoping to have it by Monday or Tuesday of next week, based on what they're saying as the delivery update. Any evening streams planned at all for this week? It's unlikely, Robert, unfortunately. Yeah, it's unlikely for this week. Although that being said, I don't know, possibly we might get an evening stream in on Friday, but I'm not very positive about that happening, if I'm honest. Okay, it looks like we have an Airbus A320 operated by Aer Lingus with the 2019 livery next, heading over to Brussels. No call sign again, held by Flight Radar. It's getting colder here too. I expect you're busy packing too, aren't you? You don't want to sit your health on a downward spiral again. Yeah, I am trying to watch the cold a little bit. Like I say, I'm just excited for getting back over to Spain, being able to do 4 or 5 hours constant streams in nice weather with the new equipment. I'm looking forward to everything. Thank you, Paul. Here we go. I was going to say the flight number, but I haven't got one. This Brussels route operated by Aer Lingus, the Airbus A320. Caught the last ever built 747 in Chicago last night, Adam. Amazing machine. No way, Webbo. Yeah, we've got quite a few coming up now, Robert. It's been quiet all afternoon, but we are starting to hit a few now. How's the pooch confident going outside? Yeah, she's grand now. She still comes in at night every night because she wants to, but that's more because it's cold. But she's back to laying in the middle of the road. So all is good. Not sure what is happening with flight radar. We've now got an Airbus A320, this time again operated by Aer Lingus. It's heading over to London Heathrow, but we have no call sign for it again. Flight radar becoming extremely glitchy. Yeah, I know, Robert. It's going to come even sooner for me over in Spain. But it will be nice that when I come back over to do the Dublin streams, that we'll still have the warmer weather here. So we can do the longer streams as well. Flight number EI172. Thank you, Robert. Couple of, well, I think they're interesting points that I'm going to let you know about now. The North Runway. The only way to get from the Ryanair stands, which are around the back there, look. The only way to get from there, from that location, around to the cargo hold, which is just behind the ATC towers, is actually by driving the entire length of the North Runway. Obviously, the other side of the runway, the entire length of that runway, all the way down to the end, and then coming all the way back up. There is no route through anymore from those stands to the cargo holds in a vehicle. The other thing that I wanted to mention, I forgot to mention it on yesterday's stream, was there was an incident here on a Friday afternoon, and we actually saw it on, well, we didn't see the incident, but we saw the emergency services in attendance on Friday. Now, I thought it was just another one of their routine movements, so I didn't really make any mention of it. But if you watch the stream back on YouTube, you can see them in attendance around the cargo hold. What had happened was there was some of the sky handling team. One of the guys was pulling some dollies behind him. Now, I'm not 100% certain whether they were cargo dollies or baggage dollies, but they were pulling that. He had 4 on the back, and the last one became unattached and went flying across the tarmac and actually mowed down 4 of the sky handling team's crew. Significant injuries, so I've been told. That information came from Damo. I've actually seen a video of it and it doesn't look nice. So wishing them a speedy recovery. Wow, it's getting brutally cold. Sounds nasty. Yeah, it didn't look great. Oops. I've got absolutely nothing on flight radar at the moment, so that viewing beginning to turn very early there, probably only around 400 feet. Here is our rustler on his daily visit. Alright, what have we got? We've got a Learjet 45 just beginning to get ready for its departure now. It's operated by Jet Call. It's heading over to Cologne. And we've got a Gulfstream 650 ER with no flight info held. Got FR5225, the Ryanair Boeing 737 heading to Kerry. I actually think I know what he does every day. I've just clicked. He's actually driven out of the construction compound, which is just behind me. And it's interesting because when me and Laters were up here the other evening, well, I say evening, probably about 4:30, 5 o'clock, he was actually picking one of the young lads up from the construction team. I've actually got a feeling it could be father and son and they finish at different times, so he just waits about. There she is, that Learjet is up and away. What have we got next? All the spotters come round from runway 28, I think, to get a shot of this Gulfstream out with their steps. Ruster's looking for Sunday's roast beef. BA 837 to London, 4 PM British Airways. It's actually going to be the Ryanair as our next departure. The Gulfstream is holding So FR5225 heading over to Kerry, this Boeing 737 operated by Ryanair. I'm going to have a dot cotton, try and warm myself up with a dot cotton. Here we go, FR5225 beginning its journey over to Kerry. We've got a few departures coming up now. She's nice and light, she's up early. Flight JLF 6 is now ready for its departure. Flight radar hold no information regarding this Gulfstream 650 ER whatsoever. So unless it's coming up on anybody else's tracking apps and they want to let us know, I can't give you any more info. I'm hoping we haven't over zoomed on this. I'm hoping it'll clear up as it comes in shot. We've got the second of today's A330s heading over to LAX. EI69 is on taxi as well. But here we go, this Gulfstream 650 ER now beginning its departure along the North Runway here at Dublin International. We got a nice blurred shot of that Gulfstream, unfortunately. Next up, FR5135, this Boeing 737 MAX aircraft operated by Ryanair heading over to Kaunas, or Kaunas, I don't know. Here we go, she's on the move and she's beginning that journey now, this 737 MAX. actually got back-to-back 737 Maxes now. FR26 heading over to Paris, operated by Ryanair, is your next departure. I think we're going to take the A330 as our final flight of today's live. So it is the one after this. Thank you to everybody who's joined us across Twitch and YouTube. Don't forget to check out airportslivetv.com for some holiday inspiration for 2023. There is a new destination going on there later today as well. This stream has been brought to you thanks to our sponsors, WTFIPTV.com, the home for all of your TV needs, live channels, live sports, huge movie selection, video on demand, and of course all of your pay-per-view events. Check them out at WTFIPTV.com. Use code WTF30 at checkout and you will receive a 12-month premium subscription for just €49. And there we have the final flight of today's live, EI69, this Airbus A330 operated by Aer Lingus with the 2019 livery, just lining up ready for its departure over to LAX. You're welcome, Robert. You're welcome, Paul. Thank you for joining us today. Here she goes. She's on the move. Just a final thing to say as well. When you go over to airportslivetv.com, do go over to your photo section and post any of your aviation photos, your travel photos. Let us see what you enjoy and some of the great shots that you've got. We've been Airports Live TV. We've been live from Dublin International. We're back with you from around 2:30 tomorrow afternoon. I'm Adam James. Thank you once again for joining us. Have a great Wednesday evening. We'll see you all very, very soon. Take care, guys. Big love from everybody here at Airports Live TV.